Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Nostalgia Train. And yes, in this video, we're going to be talking about Splash, the 1984 movie starring Tom Hanks. This was actually my first Tom Hanks movie, and pretty much all the other characters in the film. It also stars John Candy, who I love, and also Daryl Hannah. She plays the mermaid, and Eugene Levy was he plays the scientist in the film. The film was out in 1984. It was a success. It's a Walt Disney film. It's like I said, like I like to say, it's like a more matured version of The Little Mermaid. Yeah, so yeah, let me call it that. Anyway, so in the film, saw in the trailer, Tom Hanks is starving for love, and then one day he meets a girl who saves his life when he has a boat accident. Doesn't know that she's a mermaid. She's played by Daryl Hannah, and back in the city, she now finds him, and she shows up naked, in where they're at the Statue of Liberty. So she gets arrested for public nudity and all that. Public indecency. So they now arrest her. So when Tom Hanks had the accident in the boat in the ocean, his wallet fell out of his pocket. So she took it, and with that, she was able to come to New York. And at the police station, because of that, they were able to contact him, feeling that he must be a person who knows her, because she has his personal ID card on her. So they now call him to the station, and of course easily recognize her as the lady who saved him from the boat accident. So, but she can't speak English. She can't speak. So he now just says, yeah, he knows her, and she just kisses him. And everyone's like, okay, clearly she they're together. So they now leave. So they now start dating because she's living with him. So they fall in love, and they're going on dates and things like that. You saw the scene with the crab. That was one of their dates. John Candy plays Tom Hanks' brother, his older brother, who's a womanizer. The thing was that the day she saved him, Eugene Levy is a scientist. He was diving in the ocean looking for, to new species and stuff like that in the ocean. So he now saw her. He recognized her face. He saw her face. So, and he saw her tail. So he knows she's a mermaid. So he's now back in New York, and he now sees her on the streets with Tom Hanks like going by, and I think he's in a cab or something. He's in a cab, and he now like stops the cab and jumps out and tries to like chase after them, but like he now loses them in crowdies. I think in the subway or something. They now lose each other. As in, he now lose them. So he's now like determined to expose her that she's a mermaid. So he now goes and tells his colleagues and all, but because nobody buys it, no one believes him because there's no proof. So he's like he's gonna get proof. So he now starts stalking them and tries to like suddenly surprise attack them and pour water on her so that she'll turn into a mermaid. But every time he tries, he misses it, and he pours water on the wrong couple, and he gets beaten up. So his situation keeps going from bad to worse. Sometimes you see him with the bandage on the arm, and then he goes out, does it again, and hits a different couple, and the man like beats him up, and you see him now he's got bandage on his feet. So it just keeps getting worse for him. But one day, Tom Hanks now proposes to her to marry her, and she's like she can't, and she has a secret, and she can't because of that. He's like, what is it? But she doesn't tell him. She runs off. So eventually she comes back, and she now says yes, that she will marry him. So she now decides that the secret she's been holding, she's going to tell him after there's this dinner they're having for the president of the United States, and he's going to be there. I mean, they're going for that event. So she now decides to tell him that she's going to tell him after the event. So what's it called? Eugene now he knows that they're going to be at the event. He also knows, so he now plans for them. So he's now successful this time, and it's outside, and he now sprays water on her, and she now turns into a mermaid right there in front of the guy, and press is there, being that this is an event for the president, so of course press is all over the place. So they start taking pictures, people are freaking out, people are screaming. So the Secret Service, they now bundle her up and take her away. So he's just like standing there like in shock, like what did he just see? Couldn't believe his eyes. So they now take her to a secret facility, and he's been trying to find out where and all that, but he can't. So Eugene now gets sidelined in the scientific, because now she's a wonder. This is a mermaid, so they want to find out how she takes, all that. But then he now gets sidelined. So his rival now gets the job of finding out, what makes her tick, how does she work, how is she able to change and all that. So he now tells Eugene that his plan, that they have these two Swedish scientists that are coming in from Sweden, and when they get here, then they're gonna dissect her. So he's now filled with regret because he didn't want that. He didn't want her getting hurt, and all that. So now he's filled with regret. So Tom Hanks now finds him, and is like, where did they take her and all that. So he's now like threatening him. So he's like, yeah, that even he's now filled with remorse. He's filled with regret and all that for doing what he did. So he's gonna help him rescue her. So they now go, and he now passes off Tom Hanks and his brother Freddie as the two Swedish scientists, and they now enter the lab and they now rescue her. So the the scientist who's in charge of the whole thing now comes with the two Swedish scientists. So the security was at the entrance of the lab, was like, "Sir, can I help you?" He was like, "Yes." Like, I'm here to see the mermaid with these two scientists. I said, "What scientists?" I said, "These two Swedish scientists." Like, no. They've already been here and they've left. So they now like, what? They now like burst into the lab, and they now see Tom Hanks' brother sitting in the the aquarium where they were keeping the mermaid, and he's fishing. He's like, "Oh, the water's nice. You guys want to jump in?" So they now like run off. So they now so the soldiers now get the vehicles and start chasing after Tom Hanks and the scientists. Eugene's character. So they're all in the car, so they're chasing after him. So Eugene now tells Tom Hanks to stop, that he's going to try and keep them from pursuing. So he now stops and apologizes to Madison for what he did. So he now tells them to go, so they now take off. So he now tries to get them to stop, and that stands in the way and stretches out his hand out like, you cannot pass, kind of like in Lord of the Rings, you shall not pass. So, but he had to jump out of the way because they did not stop. So they now keep chase. So Tom Hanks now takes her to the harbor so she can jump in. So then she now reveals to him that, she now tells him that, she loves him and all that, and she wants him to come with her. And he now says, he can't swim, how's he going to do this? So she now says if he comes with her, he'll be able to breathe underwater and he can swim. So just then, the soldiers are arriving, so she had to jump into the ocean. Then the helicopter now comes, and there are soldiers dressed in diver gear, and they're all jumping as well to try to catch her. So that provokes him. He now jumps into the water, trying to let her know what's coming. So he now starts to drown, and then she now swims to him. She now kisses him, so he's now able to breathe underwater, and he can now swim. So together they now fight off the soldiers that are in the divers gear, and now pull up their breathing mask and all that. So they have to all like run to the surface for air. So that's how they now escaped. So that's where the movie ends. It's a very good, very, very good movie. Very, very fantastic film. Very, very beautiful film. I love it more than the latest what's it called, Little Mermaid movie that was made just this year. That was not it. That was not it. This is much better. This is much better. Much better. Well, it's not for kids though. It's not for kids. This one's not for kids. This is adults only. So anyway, so this was a fantastic film. So it's the first Tom Hanks movie I saw. I saw Big after this film, and I think after this film I saw John Candy in Uncle Buck. That's another wonderful movie he did, and what's it called, Eugene Levy. He's been in so many films. Father of the Bride, the two Father of the Bride films. He was in Bringing Down the House with Queen Latifah. That was also one movie I love. the American Pie films, all the sequels and all, you know. So he's got a long, you know, film history. He's amazing. So that's it for this video. So if you've enjoyed the video, please like my video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have seen the movie, comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the film. If you've not seen it, go check this movie out and comment in the comment section and let me know what you thought about the movie. So that's it for this video. Until the next one.